Colleagues, Blessing and the other colleague, I would like to say thank you so much for registering to attend this short course. I'm sure you're going to learn a lot, which will help you change the way you teach and the way your students learn. For those who don't know me, I'm Eunice Ivala, and my colleagues have already been introduced to you. And I gave this presentation the title, Choosing the Best Blend Course Design for Your Students. And Daniela has talked a lot about blended learning and saying there is no one size fits all. It depends on the kind of students you have, the kind of subject matter you are teaching. Before designing, you have to think about your students. And a lot of things we do as staff members, we actually don't know our students. So in thinking about students, you think about their demographics. Where are they coming from? What age they are? Are they female or male? Do they have a child? And things like that. You think of their personality. Are they shy, confident? Because all those things impact on how they interact with whatever you are teaching in the classroom. You think about the teaching strengths they come with in the classroom. For example, some of the people are from the industry, so they bring a lot of expertise in your classroom. You think about the challenges they also bring into the classroom, like are there language barriers and things like that. And you think of how you can best support them with having in the background their demographics, their learning needs, their teaching and learning challenges and strengths, how you can support them to be able to attain the skills you want them to come out of that course having learned. And when we talk of the skills, think about the graduate attributes or things like that. To unpack these student issues I've already alluded to, we use a design thinking approach, which Daniela has already alluded to. And we don't use the whole process, so we choose just one aspect, which is called the persona, and I'll talk about it. And what is design thinking? It is a user-centered process that starts with the user data. For us, we start with the student, the kind of student who we think will be taking our course or who is taking our course. And we use that to design artifacts. In our case, is a course which addresses the real needs of our users. And it uses collective expertise. And that's why we put you in design teams in groups to come up with a persona. Because when you design this course, you need a lot of people to brainstorm which is the best solution to the kind of problems your student comes with, the strengths you need, what do you need to be able to give the skills the students need. And because a problem or a challenge can have different ways of being addressed, that's why we say collective expertise. And it encourages innovation by exploring different avenues or different perspectives. And the essence of design thinking is to come up with an innovation, something new, something good. And in our case, we are going to, the center is the innovation. So what is our innovation? It's the course we want to blend. So before you design this course, you ask yourself, is this course desirable? Is it needed in the community? Is it needed in the country? Is it needed in the industry? If it is not, then don't waste your time designing that innovation or course. Is the course feasible? Can it be easily done or easily offered? You think of such things. Do you really have the capacity to offer the course if it's a new course you've not been offering? If yes, you go ahead. If not, you really think about it. Is it worth wasting time doing something which is not feasible or which will not be offered? And the last thing is viability. Is there a chance that it will be successful or it will work successfully. So if you tick the three things, the course will be desirable or it's needed in the country, in the industry, it can be easily done or offered, and it will be successful. Then you go ahead and start designing your innovation, which at this time we are calling the blended course you want to design. And we said to do this, we use the persona aspect of design thinking, because design thinking has different, the process has different aspects. So we use the persona, which is a fictional character. And we say fictional because some of the courses you are designing, you may not have them. And even if you have them and you have a specific student audience you are teaching, they may not be the same students coming in next year into the course. So think of a fictional student, and based on research, you try and come up with a solution which caters for the different users you are expecting in your course. The persona helps in coming up with ideas through brainstorming wild ideas with others. You are put in groups, come up with ideas of this persona. And normally the persona, we normally draw a caricature of a student and think of this is the kind of student we will be expecting in our course, and try and blend for that particular student. It leads to storyboarding, which is developing a visual problem and design or a solution. So at the end of the persona, because we're going to have a persona activity, you will be having a visual representation of your student based on the aspects I'll show just now. And by creating the persona, it helps one create a solution which serves the user's needs. There's no point of creating a course which doesn't serve the student needs. At the end of it, they get nothing out of the course. There's no need of blending a course or designing a course which is not needed in the South African economy. Otherwise, you are producing graduates who are not needed in the South African economy or in the global economy. So we are going to have to do a persona activity. I don't know how you will do the. Are there design groups? Are you in design groups? Are there some people from the same department? So we will have that design group, and the two of you. Same faculty. Yes, it's fine. Is there someone from education? Is there someone from education? Huh? So those who, this from the same department, choose just one course, because we just want to do it as an example for you to know how to do a persona. Then you can, whatever knowledge you get, you transfer to your courses. From the faculty, work together on one course. Then it's about learning the skill and transferring it to the other courses you want to blend.
Working with students, can I ask them to create a persona of what the child of the 21st century looks like in ECD?
You can do it. You can use the exercise. Yes, you can use it as an activity.
As an activity.
Yes, yeah. Yes. So those who don't have partners, yes.
So just for clarity, when you say a course, do you mean a module or the whole qualification?
A module. Yes, a module. Because, sometimes I have to give this presentation to people who are designing new qualifications. So for you, it's a module or a subject. I don't know how you call them.
In your case, you're the way student. Your persona is the person who is working, involved, but still has to study. That's your persona.
So, Daniela, what happens to those who are alone? Okay, pair up, please. So, Blessing and yeah, you work together, and I'm there with the other lady. And in the persona assignment, listen, guys, we haven't started.
Sorry, we're just waiting.
What you need to have is to develop in the persona. Daniela is giving you flip charts. Is that think about that caricature of the student, the persona of the student you envisage to be in your course. Say what the demographics of this student are, the personality, teaching and learning strengths, teaching and learning challenges, define the support solutions, and the skills they will come out of the course or the module with. Here, for the skills, think about the graduate attributes you will be inculcating into the students. So you have 15 minutes to do that. And we want a persona to be something like this. Guys, this is the student. Please give it a name, whatever name you want, and address all those issues. At least you have an example here.
This is a real student with a real demographic, a name, a gender, an age. It's not a generic student, it's one student, a typical student in your class.
But you know that students come with different issues, but there is commonalities in most of the issues. That is what we call typical. Designed for that.
And often you'd have different personas in your class. The shy student, the part-time student, the student who works and lives far from class. So no, you choose one that you want to design for. Later on, you can do another one and think, okay, for that person, would the same intervention apply? Would you have to do something else? Now you're choosing one persona, one challenge, one student that you are worried about, that you'd like to support.
So I'm being right here. Is the student a girl? So you have fashion, you have alright, so we think about the design. So
And you have 15 minutes.
Okay.